In the beginning, God created the roller coaster. The roller coaster was an empty mass of nothing until God decided to add things to give it a purpose. On the first day, God said, "Let there be gravity of 9.8 meters per second squared and gravitational potential energy for the roller coaster." And so it happened. The train had gravity act on it. It had gravitational potential energy increase as it got higher. On the second day, God said, "Let there be velocity and kinetic energy." And so it happened. When the train got to the top of the hill, gravity pulled it down, giving it kinetic energy, and that kinetic energy turned into speed, known as velocity for meters per second. Since the mass of the train is constant, the kinetic and potential energy along with velocity are always changing. Kinetic energy and velocity are the greatest at the bottom, whereas the potential energy is greatest at the highest. On the third day, God said, "Let there be conservation of energy, for you cannot create nor destroy energy. You can only transfer it." And so it happened. When the train goes down the lift hill, its potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, and when it goes up a hill, the kinetic energy is converted into potential energy, and the cycle repeats. This is known as the conservation of mechanical energy. The mechanical energy always equals the kinetic plus the potential energy. On the fourth day, God said, "Let there be friction, so that the ride may end, so that new people may get on." And so it happened. Friction is the reason why mechanical energy is not fully conserved. Friction is a non-conservative force. Friction opposes motion in the opposite direction, leading for an object in motion to eventually stop. The friction of the roller coaster happens to be on the tracks on which it slides on and in the air which it fights its way through. The train transfers its energy into heat and sound, causing it to stop at some point. The biggest friction that God added is the braking system. All the remaining kinetic energy is then taken out by the brakes, and since there is friction, each successive hill on the ride must be shorter than the previous. On the fifth day, God said, "Let there be centripetal acceleration." And so it happened. Centripetal acceleration points towards the center of the circular path of the train, but is felt by passengers as a force pushing them to the outer edge of the circular path. The reason behind that is because the body's inertia wants to keep moving in a straight line and attempts to do so as the train goes in that circular path. That is why the train has straps for them. The higher the train's velocity means the greater the centripetal acceleration. On the sixth day, God said, "Let there be G-forces," and so it happened. G-forces are used for explaining the relative effects and centripetal acceleration that a rider feels while on a roller coaster. A force of 1 G is the usual force of the Earth's gravitational pull that a person feels when they are at rest on the Earth's surface. In other words, it can be described as a person's normal weight. When a person is free falling, they are feeling 0 Gs. When the roller coaster train is going down a hill, the passengers usually undergo somewhere between 0 and 1 G. However, if the top of the hill is curved more narrowly than a parabola, the passengers will experience negative Gs as they rise above the seat and get pushed down by the lap bar. This is because gravity and the passenger's inertia would have them fall in a parabolic arc. G-forces greater than 1 can be felt at the bottom of hills as the train changes direction. In this case, the train is pushing up on the passengers with more than the force of gravity because it is changing their direction of movement from down to up. G-forces that are felt when changing direction horizontally are called lateral Gs. Lateral Gs can be converted into normal Gs by banking turns. On the seventh day, God said, "Let there be clothoid loops." And so it happened. Clothoid loops are oval-shaped loops that have a lower distance on the top and bottom than that of circles. They are used because circular loops require great entry speeds to complete the loop. The greater entry speeds subject passengers to great centripetal acceleration through the lower half of the loop, therefore greater Gs. If the radius is reduced at the top, the centripetal acceleration is increased sufficiently to keep the people in the train from slowing too much as they move through the loop. A large radius is kept through the bottom half of the loop, thereby reducing the centripetal acceleration and the Gs acting on the passengers. After doing everything, God saw that it was good and decided to rest. Now, here's his finished work of the roller coaster you know today.
As you're falling down, my heart beats the same, and the tears fall right down your face. If you had glass, throw down with me, drown in your fake personality. you. Yeah.